Hey everybody, welcome back. It's another episode of A Gardener's Journey Homestead. I'm Barbara. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here. Today I'm outside about to go in the greenhouse and just take you along with us as we do what we're always doing, garden chores and getting things done, still trying to get things set up. So we're putting some trellis, finishing up some trellis in the high tunnel for black eyed peas. We're going to do that, and then we're going to also start bringing in some mulch to line the rows in the outside garden in the walkway. So that's what we have on the agenda today. So I thought I'd take you along with me and we can talk, chat, do garden work, and have some fun. So let's go. So guys, this is one of the last rows in the high tunnel, and we're putting in some trellis. And you can see here, we started it last year, but we didn't finish. It was gonna be for green beans, and then I realized that the beans I planted were bush beans and not pole beans. So there really wasn't a sense of urgency to finish the trellis. But now that I have black eyed peas in this row, as you can see them growing here, we're going to finish the trellis and just bring it all the way down. So basically, if you've never done this before, and this is only our second time, we did it for the first time last year for the original row the black eyed peas were in, but we just have some T-posts that you saw my husband putting in the ground, and then we're just using some wire fencing that we'll attach with clips, and then that way the beans will be able to grow up the pole, grab onto it, and all will be well. Okay guys, we did get the trellis up for this row of black eyed peas. I didn't show you because it was hard for us. We were both doing it. It was hard for me to record, and it started getting dark. So I just wanted to let you know we did get it done. And if you haven't done it before, we just used 6 foot T-post, and then you can see the wire there that we used to hold the T-post to it, and then we just got some wire fencing. So it's the same that we have on the other trellis. So this row is black eyed peas, and then remember, this is the row where the collard greens and kale was. I'm getting ready to prep this, and I'm going to plant another row of black eyed peas here since I already have the trellis up. Okay, y'all, it's another day. We've been hard at it. With it being so hot, it's been in the 90s here. So with it being so hot, we're literally having to wait until the sun goes down just a little bit, because otherwise it's just so unbearable. So we're getting in maybe a couple of hours in the evening. But I wanted to show you, we have started on the fence for the garden. And trust me, it's not gonna all be in this video, but I will show you we have one side completely done. Y'all, this space is big. Oh, you remember I did a video, hey, have I bitten off more than I can chew? I'm certainly feeling it each and every day. But let me turn you around and I'll show you the side of the fence, and then I'm gonna show you the next project that we're working on. Okay guys, you can see we got one side of the fence done. So we have the T-post in. I shouldn't say we have one side of the fence done. We have the T-post in. We did them every, was it 12 feet apart, honey? Yeah. 12 feet apart. So I think we have 8, because this is about a 100-foot row, as you guys know. So we have the T-post in for this side, but now we're actually about to switch to another project, which I hate to say it's more pressing, but it seems like everything is important. To the post. So I hate to say that the next project is more pressing, because when I look around, all I see is a lot of things that are #1 priority. But we're switching, and we're about to start the trellis for the tomatoes outside. I'm not gonna say I haven't been successful with tomatoes. I only grew tomatoes for the first time last year, so this is my second time. I will say that the tomatoes definitely got away from me. Of course, I only did them in the high tunnel last year. Definitely got away from me. I didn't prune, didn't even understand pruning. I mean, I did a little bit, but not even enough to, yeah, let's just say I didn't prune. And we tried to use some like wooden stakes. When I say they got the best of us, they got the best of us, okay? They were just hanging all over the place, didn't know what I was doing. And don't know that I know now, but at least I've done some more research. We're going to try something different. But in the outside garden, we're going to put up cattle panels and a trellis to do the tomatoes. And so I'm going to take you along and let you see how we're doing that. Okay, so that's the row of tomatoes where you see that first T-post there. My husband has some twine. We're trying to make it straight. So when we did the first set of poles, I shouldn't say we, when my husband did the first set of poles of what's going to be the fence, we got him out of line, so he had to redo it, and we had them too close together. So I didn't show y'all that. It's gonna be a work in progress, but we're using cattle panels for the tomatoes out here. As you can see now, I got a couple of poles out and I've been clipping them and trying to prune. I don't know, 25% of the way down the row prune. I still have lots and lots to go, but I saw on YouTube that a lot of people use cattle panels because they're sturdy enough. It is quite the investment up front, but of course it's a one-time investment. I should say one time. We'll be able to use them for several years. My son is out here helping now that school is out. He is so excited to be out here. Y'all knew that was a joke, right? So we have my son out here helping. I don't know if my son has been on the videos or not. I'll have to do a get to know me video. I'm sure I've mentioned my kids, but if you guys want to know like more about me personally, let me know. Put it down in the comments. And I've thought about doing like a get to know me video because since I started the channel, I've just kind of launched into the garden and stuff. But if you're interested, would love to tell you about my kids, my husband, what we do for a living when we're not in the garden, and just, you know, our story. So let me know if you guys are interested. If you're not, no big deal. But if you are, just put it down in the comments. So anyway, my son is out of school, so he's out here helping Dad and Mom do this. He can't hide behind homework, so he is out here helping us, and so we're getting it together. Okay, guys, as you can see, we went on into the night, so I decided to come out here and take some video in the daytime so you can see the part that we did. We only got one cattle panel up. We just ran out of daylight, but I feel all professional. I think it looks good. So you can see that we have the cattle panel. The cattle panel is 16 feet long. It is, these T-posts are 6-foot T-posts. You can see that we left the space open at the bottom. So we didn't bring the cattle panel all the way to the ground because once they get to like a feet or two, they don't really need as much support. So let me come around this way. So you can see we left some of that. We started it here so that we can have more support for as they grow up. This is my first time doing it. You see that I've pruned my tomatoes. I kind of know what I'm doing, don't know what I'm doing. I didn't prune last year, so I'm just trying to figure it out as I go and do a lot of watching and researching. And then I'm assuming as these grow taller, I will just tie them to the trellis with twine. But look at the garden overall. I love seeing all this green. Oh my goodness. So that's what we got done, y'all. We got the trellis up for the black eyed peas. We got one cattle panel up for the tomatoes. We still have, I think, 4 more panels to go. So that'll be when we get back out here with some time, we'll finish it. And of course, we got to finish the fence. So always more to do. Everything feels like a priority. But again, like I've said before, you get it done when you can, as much as you can. I'm proud of how the garden is looking and shaping up. I will feel better once I have all my tomatoes pruned and have the trellis in place, because the ones that I showed you here, they look pretty decent, but as I go further on down the road, they look pretty wild. And again, I always say this, and I really do mean it. It really is a journey, because last year I didn't prune my tomatoes because I didn't know how, didn't know what I was doing, and just just didn't, you know, got overwhelmed with the garden. So this year I'm trying to do things a little bit different, with trellising, with pruning. I've watched a lot of videos on pruning. I still feel like I'm not doing it right. Or whatever. I know to take off the lower leaves. I've been doing that. The suckers, I've been pinching those, but I don't know. It's like when you get done, it looks really bare. And I'm like, is it going to bear any fruit? I guess time will tell. So anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me on this episode. Of course, more to come. We didn't finish, but I'll bring you along as we keep doing it. If you guys like what you're saying, please subscribe to my channel. Remember, gardening is a journey. Let's grow together.